Sirpur is a sleepy little village situated in the Mahasamund district of Chhattisgarh. This quaint little village has been witness to the rise and fall of many dynasties. From finding its mention in the epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata to being an important center of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, Sirpur has lots of stories to tell. Even Huan Sang, the famous 7th century Chinese traveler, had visited Sirpur. Sirpur in the medieval era was known as Sripura. Sri refers to goddess Lakshmi and Pur refers to city, literally meaning the city of wealth. Sirpur or Sripura was the center of power of the South Koshala during the rule of Sarvapuriyas and Panduvamshis during the 6th to 8th century AD. Sirpur is located along the banks of Mahanadi River and is situated just 20 kilometers away from the Barnava Wildlife Sanctuary. Everyone knows about Lord Rama's mother, Queen Kaushalya. Legends state that King Bhanumant of Koshal had a daughter named Kaushalya, who married King Dashratha, who in course of time inherited this territory. In Vayu Purana, Koshala Empire is said to have been divided into two parts after the death of Lord Rama. Uttar Koshala was ruled by Lav and Dakshin Koshala, comprising modern-day Chhattisgarh, was ruled by Kush. In various contexts, this region finds mention in the epic Mahabharata as well. Lakshman Temple. This temple is maintained by Archaeological Survey of India. The temple premises are well maintained and clean with lots of greenery surrounding it. There are ample sitting arrangements as well as washroom facilities provided inside the premises. This beautiful brick temple was discovered in the year 1872. It is believed to be one of the best examples of brick temples in India and is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. It was built in the year 625 to 650 AD by Queen Vasata, the mother of King Mahashivagupta of Somavamshi dynasty, earlier known as the Panduvamshi dynasty. The temple stands on a high platform which can be reached by steps. The mandapa had stone pillars which are now in complete ruins. You can see the remaining of these pillars in the video. The doorframe of this temple is beautifully carved with stories depicting Lord Vishnu and his incarnations. Take a walk around the temple and this marvel in red bricks is sure to mesmerize you. This Sripura or the city of wealth was conquered and plundered and destroyed by the Delhi Sultanates and the Deccan Sultanates. The temples were damaged and the city was abandoned, and Sripura slowly vanished under the floods and forests. The excavations reveal the beauty and the richness that this land possessed. There is a sculpture shed right in the premises of the Lakshman temple. This shed houses many beautiful sculptures as well as Shiva Lingas. The beauty of these carvings and the sculptures speak volumes about the richness of this area. The most beautiful piece in the shed was a four-faced Shiva Linga of 9th century. A four-faced Shiva Linga or Chaturmukhi Shiva Linga is said to represent the 5 aspects of Shiva. Sirpur Buddha Vihara is an 8th century AD temple and monastery. The gateway to this vihara is very intricately carved with scenes from Buddha's life as well as scenes of Kama Sutra and Panchatantra. Some beliefs state that this was a 14-room monastery built by Ananda Prabhu with sponsorship from King Shiva Gupta Balarjuna. Some beliefs also mention that this was constructed during the reign of Somavamshi king Tivardev and continued to stay in use until the rule of his grandson Mahashiva Gupta Balarjuna. The life-sized statue of Buddha is remarkable. It is flanked on 2 sides by female forms. Right in front of the statue of Buddha is a tank surrounded by pillars. This tank may have been used for ritualistic bathing. On the premises of this Buddha Vihara, you can find pillars and sculptures eroded away by the waves of time. Just imagine how beautiful Sirpur must have been. If the tank in this Buddha Vihara fills up with water again, if diyas start flickering everywhere again while the monks start chanting the peaceful hymns again, while the bells start ringing in the nearby Lakshman temple again, while the worshippers start thronging the roads with their puja thalis again, while the sculptures and statues get back their lost glory. Just think how beautiful it would be if this sleepy village of Sirpur wakes up again in Sripura, the city of wealth. A few points before I end my video. You can come to Raipur by flights at the Swami Vivekananda Airport. Sirpur is at a distance of 83 kilometers from Raipur and can be conveniently reached by car. Sirpur can be a day trip from Raipur or can be clubbed with a stay at the Bandavapara Wildlife Sanctuary. You can also come to Bilaspur by train. Bilaspur is a prominent city in Chhattisgarh and can be reached from Delhi by the Rajdhani Express. Sirpur is about 120 kilometers from Bilaspur. There are hotels available in both Raipur and Bilaspur, and Sirpur can be a one-day trip from these two locations. Tourism in Sirpur is still not well developed and hence hotels are not available. It is mostly a quiet village area, so while on a trip to Sirpur, do carry your own lunch, snacks and ample water to drink. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. On my next video next Saturday, I would share my experiences of North Bengal. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye and take care.